sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by that night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold. All those little moments, the bites you didn't catch, me looking over your shoulder just at the right time. Those little moments all led me to you, only God knew about all those little moments. Well, maybe it was fate or a part of his plan. Giving me you was like giving me another chance. Thank God that you said hi.
Alright, y'all, so the clip you saw was us going to Dollar General last night. It's a full 24 hours later because we went there right before they had closed and it was late, so we was tired, so we could not get this video finished. But that was Saturday, January 11th, 2025. Today is Sunday, January 12th, 2025. Okay, so these things is what we was telling y'all about in one of the previous live streams, where you can use the 5 off 25 at Dollar General to start up your purpose pantry. So we went and we did a 5 off 25. We're gonna go over the prices and what we picked up and why. Okay, so let me do this right here. I do not want to show exactly which store I went to for safety reasons, because there's some crazy people out there, y'all. Alright, he talking about he crazy. Alright, y'all, so first we going to do the ramen noodles. So these are just your chicken flavor ramen noodles. We got 2 packs of those. They was $1.50 each. Okay, so let me just say this before we get too far. In order to do the 5 off 25, the 5 off 25, in case you was not in that live screen, is actually what prints off with your receipt if you go to Dollar General. Also, if you got the Dollar General app, you can clip this coupon in your app, okay, after you sign up and have an account or whatnot. Now, this coupon will print out between Saturday all the way to that Friday, that following Friday. You cannot go there on Saturday and buy something and expect to have a coupon to print out for that same day. The coupon that prints out will be for the following Saturday. So it's on a cycle from like Saturday to Friday. Sometimes, back in my couponing days, sometimes we would get a Friday 5 off 25. So make sure that you read your coupon to see what date it is for, okay? So wanted to say that you have to get your total to $25 before tax, okay? If you go there and you buy some $23 worth of stuff and you say, okay, tax gonna put me over 25, the 5 off 25 is not going to work. It has to be $25 before tax. Also, let me say this to get a better savings. If you don't follow this and you go to the Dollar General app and you know you sign up for an account or something and you see a coupon for something that you can use, then and you decide to put that as part of your $25 deal, by all means do that. And what I mean is, just say for example, you want to get this hickory smoked ham and there's a coupon in the app for $3 off one. Alright, clip the $3 off one. Make sure when you get to the register you put your number in so it can apply to your transaction. You can only use the digital coupons one time, okay? So make sure until it resets itself, which will probably be in the next week or so if they put it up there. But you can get like more money off if they got a coupon for something that you use, okay? So I just wanted to say that. That way everybody can get there and do it right. Now, let's get back into this. So we're gonna start chicken ramens, $1.50. We got 2.
Instead of the 3-pack, which would have been $1.50 as well. And the 3-pack was the cup ones. So instead of the cup ones, you're getting 5 packs.
And you can add water and have the same thing as the cup ones when you add water if you want to have it like a broth. With this, you can keep the water, have it like a broth, and you get 5 meals instead of the 3 cups. Okay, you can do the same thing. So we got 2 packs at $1.50 each. That's what, $3 right there. Alright, so next we have the Bristol Hickory ham. That's the and it was $4.20. So $4.20. Hopefully y'all can see it really good. $4.20. So we got one of those. And y'all know how I feel about processed stuff, but in an emergency situation we can add extra vegetables and stuff to go with it, and make it a lot healthier, okay? What you were saying, fully cooked, ready to eat, hot or cold. So you can eat this straight out of the can, okay, if you have to.
No need to heat up.
Nope. Alright, so next we have the KC ham and bean. So that'll probably be the soup. These were $1.25 each, okay? And these are the, what size cans?
14.5 ounce.
14.5 ounce cans, and we got 5 cans of those. They was $1.25 each, alright? Next we have, and those were ham and beans. They also had different flavors too. We have hauled those before. Next we got the chicken. Yep, the 2-pack chicken, and it was $5.50 for a pack of 2. Okay, so canned chicken. Was that Clover Valley?
Yeah.
Clover Valley brand, which is pretty much Dollar General brand. Chunk white chicken breast with real meat and water, okay, fully cooked. Again, you can eat that straight out of the can if you have to, all right? Next we got the rice. We got 2 of the 5-pound bags of the Clover Valley white rice. They was $3.35 for 5 pounds. I hope y'all can see it. So we got 2 of these. There you go. So we got 2 of those. I didn't have no additional coupons from the app or anything, so all we used was our $5 off 25. Okay, so before taxes our total came to, it don't show on the receipt before the tax, but I know it was like $25 and some change, okay, before taxes. So that was the subtotal. With the $5 off, we ended up paying $21.06, and that is after taxes. So it took us to about the $20 and some change mark, and then once we paid tax on it, it took it to $21.06. And this is a good startup for a prepper pantry. And you want to say anything about what you can put together?
Well, the thing I like about these, the noodles, and it even tells you on the pack, try adding hot sauce We got a bunch of packets of that. If you visit your local Taco Bell, anytime you order something, just tell them to give you a variety of sauces, and they put like a whole bunch of the different sauces in the bag. Good to add with those. Meat. Eggs. We got chickens in the backyard for that.
A lot of eggs.
Veggies. We have a whole bunch of that in the back. So this can be used in multiple ways. So you can take one pack, add it with something else, and expand it into 2 meals. So one pack, if you add it with something else, can be expanded to 2 meals. So this essentially, this 5-pack bag can actually be 10 meals if you add it with something else to enhance it. And for the vegetarians out there, they have vegetarian flavors, which is the top ramen with chili flavor and the top ramen with soy sauce flavor. So you don't have the beef, shrimp, hot and spicy beef or chicken flavor for the vegetarian.
You said 10 meals, and you said with the 2 packs combined?
With this one pack. Because you can take this one pack, add a can of, say, mixed
Oh, you said
vegetables.
add 1 pack with everything else, yeah?
With everything else, add some meat to it. You can get one of them, the single packs of tuna.
So
Add
you're
in there
talking for like
and
a single person.
Yeah, for a single
one
person.
Yeah.
You can expand it, and you have 10 meals out of that if you
Yeah.
do it correctly. But
Yeah, so
you know.
one person can have noodles, what you say, some chicken, some veggies, and that's a meal.
throw an egg in there. That's the and so that's more protein. Throw 2 eggs in there, and you'll be surprised how quick it'll fill you up to where you literally can expand. Because technically, I've heard, I haven't tried it because I like to eat the whole thing. I'm greedy. But you can take, when you open the pack, you're supposed to break the noodles apart, and you're only supposed to cook one side, and you use your broth, and that's how you actually expand that 1 pack. But I'm greedy, so that ain't happening.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something that you can do. Well, do it at your own risk, okay? Do it at your own risk. But growing up, at one point, I used to go visit my mom, my biological mom. Y'all know the story of my grandma, raised me and whatnot. But I would go visit her, and when I would get to my mom's house, sometimes I learned about this through seeing my brothers doing it, because my brothers was living with my mama at that time, and they was eating these raw. Like, it wasn't because they had to. It was because they liked it. So I tried it. Don't you know, we would love eating this raw. Just open it, and not the pack, just the noodles was so good raw. Have you ever ate them raw? They was so good raw. Like I said, it was plenty of food in the house and stuff. Like, plenty of food. It was just that they liked it raw. So, me going to bed, I'm like, I know with my grandma, we always cook the noodles, and I tried it, being a younger child, whatnot, and it was good. So that's something I took with me, that hey, you can eat these noodles straight out the pack, and they starchy but growing up, everybody ate cornstarch, so that didn't bother us that it was starchy or whatnot. And sometimes my mom would be like, cook them noodles. Or I just made, spaghetti or something. Y'all in there just eating raw noodles. Like I say, it was food at the house, an abundance of food and snacks. And when I tasted it from them, I started just wanting, probably not the healthiest thing to do, but in a situation where you may not be able to cook noodles, you could definitely eat it raw. We did it growing up. It didn't bother us. Do it at your own risk. But when I got back, I would get back, because I would only be like over there a couple of hours, and then I'd go back to my grandma. And even when my brothers moved in with my grandma in a couple of years, they wanted to continue to do this, and it wasn't the healthiest thing to do constantly, I guess. So it was always made to cook them. But just know, you can open it up. Comment below and let me know if anybody has ate the noodles raw. Okay, the ramen noodles, not the packet, just the ramen noodles raw.
Next thing you want to pay attention to when you're picking whatever items you're going to use, if you're taking advantage of the deal, or whether you're not, you're taking advantage of the deal. When does that expire?
July 15, 2026.
2026. We're in 2025.
And you can eat stuff past the expiration date. You can definitely eat stuff past the expiration date. I think actually today somebody asked me that. This one is January 17th, 2029.
2029. We're in 2025.
And let me tell you, if you eat the noodles and you put the seasoning pack in the noodles, I would recommend your meat be this has no sodium in it. Oh, it has sodium in it. Try something that's not as salty if you're using the packet. If you're not using the pack, then yeah, you know, this will be fine, but definitely this, because this will be your salt. This will be, you know.
Or if you're out and about and it's, you know, crisis situation, take your bottle of water
and rinse it off. Yeah. I rinse off a lot of food out of the can and stuff. I rinse things off with water or either vinegar, depending on what it is. And also when I open canned vegetables that has a lot of sodium or something in it, I rinse those off. Sometimes I'll boil it for a few minutes and pull it off. There is ways you can do to make food that's heavily processed with sodium to make it a little bit more healthier. Because if you have a way to cook it, honestly, you can put this in some boiling water just for a few minutes and pull it off, and it'll take a lot of the sodium out. This right here though, if you ain't eating this whole thing by yourself or not having a lot of sodium that day, it's 630 milligrams in here, 26% of your daily value. So if you're not limited for some reason with a certain amount of sodium a day, then that would be okay. I would think it would have been more so.
Yeah, but it's not.
This one right here is 5. So May 3rd, 2027. 2027.
Can stay on the shelf a long time. The noodles is 11/07/2025. The rice, just in this bag alone, was it October 22nd, 2026. So really, the only thing that we purchased that we would have to pay attention to the best if used by is the noodles. Everything else is next year or beyond.
And actually these will be fine past their expiration date. Yeah, and for most of you that may be new to starting up your prepper pantry, those of you that's new to that, understand the expiration date for a lot of stuff is just the time they need to get it off the shelf so they can get more stuff, the newer stuff on the shelf. It's a sales thing. But canned goods, now cookies and stuff, some of them you get past the expiration date, they do become stale and stuff. But we talking about things like noodles, rice, canned goods. Especially canned goods. Canned goods is like, for most canned goods, it's good 10 years past its expiration date. As long as that can is not damaged can, you know, allow some type of air in it that you don't know about, which will cause botulism. And we'll talk about botulism later on in some videos that I got coming for y'all. You'll learn more about botulism for the people that's new and do not know it, okay? So, and that goes in with so many different things. It don't have to be just canning or whatnot. You can get botulism and other things too that has nothing to do, but it is linked to, you know, like canning or whatnot. And you know, me and the girls is iron deficient. I don't know if I've always been that, but definitely for those of you that's new, I had emergency surgery in 2023. Yeah, 2023. So it was for my gallbladder. Everything happened so fast, so you know, I didn't have time to like research nothing. But a year later, almost a year later, which was last year, 2024, when I had my full physical, my hemoglobin was low. And when they looked deeper into it, my iron was extremely low. Like, it's gonna take a while for the iron to come up. So Tatiana we had found out about, what, 3 years ago? She passed out on me outside, and we found out it was her iron. So I went on and had OJ and Kylie tested last year too, and OJ is fine, but Kylie iron was even lower. Like, she was like a 3 point something with her ferritin. Her hemoglobin had got down to 8, so it was really low. So we got it up with this iron medicine that I showed y'all, but we still have a long way to go to get that iron up. I don't know if mine's always been like that. I have no idea. Nobody has said nothing, but I know I've had, like with Kylie, I think I was hemorrhaging or lost blood or something where I needed blood when I had her. So I don't know if that had something to do with it then, that I had low iron and they hadn't said nothing. I know I don't take blood, so it was like a substitute that I received then, and it built my blood up, and I guess I was fine. So the only thing I would say would be, it was probably low before the surgery, because when I went there, my hemoglobin was a 12 something. After they kept running tests, and then after they did the surgery, I went down to a 10 something. And I didn't know. I guess they thought it was built up. So when I went last year for my yearly, full physical, that's when they saw that it was low. So I don't know if the surgery made it even lower, but I'm pretty sure I probably had always been low and just did not know. So we definitely, I say all that to say this, we definitely look for stuff that has iron in it, because there's 3 people here that needs iron. So
Summer says she needed to.
So he said Summer says you need some iron, Summer. Now why are you doing all that like you waking up and you just laid? Boy, that dog, boy, yeah. So what he was showing me was there's 2 milligrams of iron, 10% of daily value, and that's per cup. If we were to eat the whole can, it's 3.4 milligrams, 20% of daily value. Right now we're taking 696% daily. That's how low we are. The iron that we take is high potent, and 1 teaspoon equals up to 696% of the daily value. Yes, 696% of the daily value. So that tells you we have to take a lot of iron. Last time I was checked, I came up. Kylie came up. Tatiana at a standstill, but we came up. We got that hemoglobin to at least a 12. Okay, and ferritin and everything going. So the iron supplement we take is working, but we still have to incorporate meat. And he showed that, well, not meat, but iron. But we need a lot of what type of iron? Animal or meat. We need, animal or plant. We need animal. We need, but I tell you, we need a lot of animal. Animal iron is better for us than plant iron. So that's another reason why. Because say an emergency situation and we take our iron with us, but we run out and we can't order it. We need to make sure that the food with us has a good amount of iron in it. And that's before we, get it up to where we need it to be. But definitely when we get it up to where we need it to be, we don't need to drop back down because we're not eating what we're supposed to. Okay, so keep that in mind. For all of my low iron or anemic people out there, keep that in mind. You want to make sure that, because we don't want to go backwards. We want to stay going forward. We're going forward. We getting it up. So and low iron runs in my family, so it's probably genetics pretty much. So that's something we have to keep in mind when we're picking things. Yeah. What was it? So yeah, so I guess, I mean, anything you want to tell them for our next week? So the next week, I don't know if y'all, when y'all watch this video, but the next Saturday that's coming up is going to be January 18th. Okay, January 18th, Saturday, January. If you want to show that closer to them. For everybody that's new and did not see the live stream we did, on the bottom of your receipt, there's another receipt that prints off. And it looks like that. That is what we talking about. Now, most Dollar Generals did renew their registers. So keep in mind, a lot of people forget their receipts. Alright? If you do this, you need to do one transaction at a time. But a lot of people forget their receipts. So y'all know, when don't forget your receipt. 2 receipts prints out. Your receipt and this prints out again. It prints out and it be kind of like halfway attached to it. So make sure you get those, okay?
And then next week we'll look to do something similar, but the goal is to build. So like this was a heavy hitter price wise, and this was a heavy hitter price wise.
Which we need more of these.
Maybe one less of this, and maybe one more of this or one more of this, and we'll figure it out. But the thing is, we already have 2 bags of rice. That's pretty good as far as holding us a decent amount of time. So we know that's what, $7 right there. Mm-hmm. So that's $7 on next week. We can focus it towards some meat to help build up the meat stockpile. But we got a bunch of vegetables. You know, maybe 1 or 2 more of these, some more meat, and maybe 1 or 2 cans of soup, just to keep adding on to it.
Now this is not all we do in the prep. You know, throughout the week when we find stuff clearance or whatnot, we still gonna get stuff. We just doing this to show you what Dollar General offer. Because I definitely got to get more vegetables and all that type of stuff. But the meat, we need to stock up really good on meat and stuff. So it's just gonna be, it's not just this is what we do on weekly, because it's so important now to get all we can. We'll show you the stuff that we get, but
look for stuff every day.
That's clearance items and stuff.
Your food lines, your Piggly Wigglies, your Walmarts,
even the dollar stores.
The Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, which Dollar Tree ain't no daggone dollar no more. So they just put it in the $1.25 store. They didn't rename it. $1.25 and up store.
Yeah.
That's like, what was it, 5 and below?
Mm-hmm. And now they got stuff that's over $5. Yep. So that's it. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna end this video right here. I hope it was helpful to y'all. Hope it was motivational. Hope it helps you get your Purple Pantry started, okay? It's important. I can't stress that enough, how important it is to make sure. Y'all see something? And she knows she making noise. How important it is to stock up. Also, let me say this, since she wants to be in the thing. Make sure if you got animals, make sure that you are stocking up on their food too. They gotta eat too, okay? So, because you maybe have to stay at home, so they have to eat too. And Summer don't do good with, she can eat table food, but not as her main diet, okay? She started eating human food constantly without the proper this powder that goes on her food that has the dog balance in it. If she don't have that and she have to eat human food daily, she'll lose weight. So make sure that if you have animals, that some animals have special diets and stuff, make sure you're stocking up for them too, because they are living things and we have to treat them as such. We have to take care of them too. God will get you if you mistreat an animal, okay? Keep that in mind, all right? So do what you got to do for your fur babies, all right? Even if they acting like this. So we will talk to you in the next one if it's God's will. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you be notified each and every time that we upload a video. And I will see you in the next one if it's God's will. Y'all be safe. Mwah. Bye.